Good afternoon, Corey.
Good afternoon.
I'm Lena.
Pleasure to meet
You too. So, what brings you in today?
you. Oh, there's some people upset with me, and I don't think that it's fair.
All right. Well, before we get started, I guess I should go over the confidentiality part of it and um, make sure you're okay with that part first. So, today we're going to share information. Whatever you share with me is confidential. But I do have to inform you that my supervisors, my instructors, anybody like that may have to review it. Um, also, you have the right to stop at any time um, and erase the video if that was what you wish to do. Um, if anything shows that you are going to harm yourself or harm somebody else, or um, like a child has been neglected or harmed in any way or anything like that, then you do have to know that I have to, by law, um, contact the appropriate authorities to deal with situations like that. So are you okay with that?
Fair. Yeah.
All right. And you're okay if I jot notes while we're going through this, just so I don't?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what you said that you're in here today because other people think there's an issue and not you. So you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Oh,
Hmm.
well, I enjoy gambling. Um, that's my time. Um, and other people out there, family and community, and people like that are a little upset with me. And I don't believe that it's right for them to be upset with me. I'm doing my thing, and unfortunately for them, they feel the way they do.
Okay, so I'm hearing you correctly. You don't think there's a gambling problem,
Absolutely not.
but everybody else thinks there's a gambling problem
That's
or an issue.
what's happening, and that's why I'm here today.
Okay. So, guess how many do you want to elaborate? Like, how often do you go to the casino, or do you want to?
I'd go every day if I could.
Okay. So you like the casino?
I do. I love the sounds. I love the feeling. The people there. The focus. Yeah. Lights. Which makes me feel great.
All right. Do you want to tell me a little bit more about you? What else do you do besides gambling?
What else do I do besides gambling? Well, I'm a family man. I'm also a somewhat of an athlete. Um, Lately, I haven't been doing as much with that. I don't do as much recreation sports with my friends or my family as I used to. But at this time, that's okay because I'm just doing something different.
And what role in your life does gambling play? I guess that's a good question.
That's a really good question. Um, it's just something where I go there and you mingle with people, you find that feeling you look for. It's like an energy. You walk in there, nice big wad of cash in your hand, um, pockets full, and you go and you just get to be that person that you're not every day. It just seems to be a release, and I enjoy it. I like to spend the money. I like to see some money coming back. And with all gambling, we all look for that big jackpot, and that's what I'm going for. I don't see why people are upset.
And who's upset?
Legal issues, family. I have friends out there that I used to do sports with after work, uh, weekends, stuff like that. I'd rather be at the casino, um, enjoying it, feeling the way I do.
So just let me recap here a little bit. You like the casino. You like the way it makes you feel. Um, you're looking for that big jackpot. But it is causing legal issues and problems with your family and your sports associate. Is that correct?
Yes, some friends, I just they in their minds I'm spending too much money and time doing what I like to do at the
Hmm. You want to tell me a little bit about your family? Do you have a spouse, children?
Yes, I have four children, two boys, two girls. I have a wife, and seems to be always fine when there's lots of money and they get to spend it what they want to spend it on. And I've just decided that I'm working hard, 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 so I would like to spend some money on myself, do things that I never did before, and it's causing a bit of conflict for some unknown reason to me at this time. And it's kind of families just deteriorating, crumbling, and have some legal issues with it that I have to deal with. So, we just go and gamble and make that money and pay these lawyers and, yeah, get all this dealt with. I can continue on doing what I like to do.
I'm just trying to get kind of a background on you. And so let me recap again. So your wife thinks there's an issue, but she's okay and happy when, say, if you win and there's lots of money, then she's happy. But if you lose or if you go and spend the money and don't win anything or don't lose anything, she's not happy. Is that what you're saying?
That seems to be the way things have been going.
So just in my paperwork, it says that a third party wanted you to come. Who was the third party that
would be a bunch of people in the legal system.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate on that part of it?
I don't know. They're kind of just one-sided and opinionated, and I don't see it their way.
You don't see it their way. Do you want to elaborate on that?
They think every dollar I make should be spent in the home and the family, and rather than me going out and being myself, spending some money on myself, gambling, doing what I like to do, and it's okay to pay them all kinds of money to deal with these problems and court matters, and it's not okay to go out and gamble. It's I'd rather be gambling than having to go through family courts and other situations that have come my way. So I like my way better.
You said you were an athlete. What kind of sports are you into?
I'm into all kinds of sports. Not so much these days, but I'm into track and field. We do soccer leagues. We do baseball. Um, we do a bit of ice hockey. A few other things, but just got bored of it, and I like playing with money instead.
You ever won any awards or achievements, stuff like that?
Quite a few, quite a few, yes. Quite a substantial collection. Hmm. But I'm just not in that phase of my life anymore. I'd rather do this, what I'm doing now. Guess you could say I'm chasing another dream.
Hmm. How does your family feel about your new dream?
Well, which part of my family?
Whatever part you would like.
My mom and dad, or my in-laws, or my wife, children.
You want to start with your wife and children?
Well, my children, they seem to be doing fine. Um, they still go to school. They do what they have to do. I don't get to spend as much time and money on them as once before. Um, but we still, they still have their extracurricular activities. They have all kinds of neat things going on.
And your wife?
She doesn't seem to be communicating very nice with me these past months. There's always some sort of nonsense going on. She just doesn't understand certain things about me that make me who I am and allow me to smile on the inside.
Would you say your gambling affects your wife and children?
I don't see it that way, but they may have a different opinion and outlook on things. Like I'm not there as much. You know, sometimes there's plentiful money, sometimes there's none. But you look around and you see all these families and all these people. They struggle, they work hard. Um, Not everybody gets to just live the way everybody wants them to live, and seems to be part of society, right? So I'm just more focused on something else at the moment.
So let me recap that part. So, in your past, you've been successful. You've got lots of awards and stuff in track, soccer, hockey, stuff like that. Um, in this part of your life, you seem to be wanting to chase another dream, kind of thing.
Correct.
Um, you don't see it as affecting your wife and children, your gambling, as much, um, except for you're not there as much as you used to be to spend time with your wife and children. And sometimes there's no money because of your gambling, and sometimes there's lots of money because of your gambling.
Yes, and I see it like when I was playing hockey, I was gone. It costs money to go play hockey. It costs money to win those awards. It costs money to go play soccer. It costs money to be in all these sports and driving places. It all costs so much money and time gone and time spent to get rewarded through that. So the way I see it, is me chasing another dream, and one day I'll be overly successful, or as successful as I was in my sports life and my recreation with my friends. And then when all the money's there and it's all yay yay, and they see me on the big screen, then I can say I did it. Just another thing. But they gotta understand, it takes money, it takes time, and practice. So it's sacrifice too, right? Hmm.
So you really seem to care a lot about your family, and you want to provide for them.
Absolutely. I seem to be just on a different chapter in my life at the moment.
What do you mean by different chapter of your life at the moment?
Well, rather than being there doing what everybody else is doing things that I've always done, I have moved on and done something else. And I either have a team with me on this or I just do it solo. So I'm going solo because nobody wants to jump on board. Nobody wants to be a part of it. But everybody buys lottery tickets, and that's fine and dandy. But I do what I do, and it seems to be getting backlash. But I've been through that with sports too, right? You have fans yelling over the boards at you or not liking you, and you just keep focused, keep going, keep enjoying life, not worrying about it. And yeah, somewhere down the line, you find your way. Good things come to you. It costs a lot. It costs a lot of time. It costs a lot of money. It costs so much.
So, what is it that you want to see come out of these counseling sessions, Corey?
Maybe people see my side of things and what I'm doing. I'm not just going out and losing money and giving it away. It's just a new sport. It's a new hobby. It's a new lifestyle. It's a big change from the old pattern that I lived. It seemed to work, but there was always heartache and struggle through that life too. It was not easy. So
How many hours a day would you say you're at the casino, Corey?
I'd spend all day, every day there if I could. If I could afford the hotel rooms there, I would be there. And that's what I'm working on right now. My own penthouse right at the casino.
So, if you So if you could, you would live at the casino 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Absolutely. It's a fantastic place. Meet all kinds of awesome people. And some people, they get pretty down in the dumps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I won't be like this. It's not me. It's not in my deck of cards.
Do you have any ideas of how or what um, maybe could smooth things over with your wife or rectify the issues that are going on?
Yeah, a nice stack of cash. Just bring a briefcase home and put it on a table and say, you know, take the kids somewhere. I gotta go back to work. And maybe one day I'll be able to join them rather than being gone so much. She could understand that.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing for work? You told me that.
I do a number of things, but majority of the time I just run a company and provide service to the communities abroad. Um, Yeah, mostly maintenance on different buildings, yard work, I guess you could call it property management.
How many hours a week are you doing that?
I have a few people working, so I get more time to spend some money at the casino, and it's gives me a peace of mind.
But how many hours a week are you working? Roughly?
Oh, geez, I don't know.
On any given week?
Oh, any given week. Not as much as I used to. I'd have to go and look at that. I work quite a bit, but not as much as I was before.
25 hours a week? 40 hours a week? What do you think?
I would say somewhere along that line. If you allow gambling as work, um, yeah, definitely way over that.
Do you class gambling as work?
Sure, I do. Mm-hmm.
How many hours a week do you think you're there?
Well, I'd have to check my punch card, but it's a lot. Probably more than anybody knows. Maybe something I don't want to tell anybody.
Okay. Is your gambling seem to be affecting your work?
I just don't have to go and do the labors as much. Have other people dealing with that. Kind of moved on from that to what I'm doing now. Try to only have to be there when certain things can't be dealt with by others. That's something I absolutely have to do. Then schedule it in.
So between work and the casino, no, doesn't look like you're leaving much time for your home life.
Well, no, but like I said, it's kind of it's kind of like the way my wife and I met. You know, it was always gone playing hockey, always doing this, always doing that. Different sports. It was in the professionals, so I missed a lot of my life, right? I missed who I was, other than the dad, the husband, the sports guy, the guy that everybody wanted to be around because I was great at sports. And I found that other person through gambling and spending more time by myself, and I'm enjoying it. You know, I really do.
All right, so let me recap a little bit. So between working 25 to 40 hours a week at your job, doing maintenance and property maintenance, you're also spending a lot of time at the casinos or gambling. So not very much time at home at all with your wife and your children. Um, And it's kind of the same as when you met your wife, because then you were in hockey, so you were always on the road and away from the home life anyway.
Yes, that's correct.
How old are your children?
They range from 9 to 18.
Is there anything else you would like to let me in on or tell me, or you think I should know?
Well, I don't know, it would be neat if you could spend some time with the kids at the casino. It's a different lifestyle. It's kind of entertaining, but um, yeah, there's just not a whole lot that my children would be interested in. Um, maybe I could, just spend a little more time or ask them what they would like from me instead of just being the guy that's just doing what I'm doing all the time. I don't know. Maybe I should just ask them some questions and have a family discussion and kind of just update them on what I'm doing. And maybe I should know their views on the situation instead of just shrugging it off and assuming that it's gonna have to be okay.
Mm-hmm. So your children's opinion is important to you.
Yes, yes. I just hope they make a good judgment call and they understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why I should explain more instead of just assuming that everybody should know and be on page with me.
So maybe a family discussion in the near future.
Yes, yes, that'd be a good plan. Maybe we could have host one of those here one day.
Mm-hmm. You would like me involved with that?
I think it would be good. This way, somebody could step in the middle if somebody didn't understand something or there's any hostility. Yeah,
So maybe a future goal.
that sounds like a good one.
Okay. All right. So let me recap the whole scenario. If I have anything wrong, make sure you correct me. Um, so you came in today because a third party legal system advised you to come. Um, your wife and children, family life is not good at the moment. Um, they believe you have a gambling issue or problem. You do not see it as a problem, um, but it is causing some legal issues with your wife, family, friends, some sports associates. Um, it's causing some hardships in the financial part on some days. Um, in your past, you've overcome a lot. You have lots of awards in track and field, soccer, baseball, hockey. Right now in your life, you believe you're chasing another dream with gambling. Um, you're not at home as much, you don't spend as much time with the kids or your wife. You believe you're in a different chapter in your life at the moment. You believe that you have to sacrifice things to be able to get ahead in this world. But now you're also saying that maybe you should ask your children's opinion and have a family discussion to see if they understand and see if they can be, they're all on the same page. But you'd also like to have maybe in the future the family discussion with myself present or here in the office, so there's a third party that can intervene if need be, if somebody doesn't understand something. Is that sort of the gist of it all? Did I miss something? Did I?
That seems pretty on cue. Yeah, if there's legal involved, maybe I should try and open an ear up a little more and just see where they're coming from so that I can get this dealt with and continue on or see what happens. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, today we're running almost at our time limit for today. Are you interested in more sessions? Like, are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm kind of ordered and to be here, so I have a few sessions to do, and then there will be a report made out. I guess they want you to make a report on me and see how things have gone, and hopefully they understand a little more about me and my situation, and get some progress going here, one way or the other.
Okay, and today's Friday. Your appointment was at like 3 o'clock, 3 to 4. Is that good for next week? Do you want to do the same time, same day, or do you want to change it? What's your
I can schedule it in for sure.
so next Friday, 3 p.m.
Yep, that sounds good.
Well, thank you for coming in today,
Thanks for meeting with me.
and it's a big step, the first step coming in, even though the court's ordered you, I guess, to come in. But hopefully we can work through things and discuss things and maybe see things and get some things worked out. What do you think?
Well, I think maybe that'd be a good idea. Keep everybody happy, and yeah, everybody get an eye opener and continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because positivity has always been the best in all my achievements. So may as well stick with that.
Yeah, positivity is a good thing. All right. Well, do you have anything else or good for today? Or?
I think today was pretty good. Felt good to talk about things and listen and get to open up about things, different perspective on the situation. So yeah, we'll continue on and see how this goes.
Okay, great. So we'll see you next Friday at 3 o'clock.
Next Friday at 3 o'clock. Yes.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.